this helps you see what exactly is the type of thing they're doing illegally. 278,000 violations. We now have the admission deep inside government documents that the FBI violated your right and other citizens 280,000 times in 1 year. In 1 year. This is related to, and yes, I hate that I have to show Fox News, but all of our media is such garbage that you got to go where you can go. It's I don't know what to tell you. So there's a FISA renewal in front of Congress right now. FISA is the court that allows for spying on all of us. I mean, that's basically what it does. That's up for renewal. It's been stopped so far, believe it or not, by the Republicans, because somehow in this bizarre world we're in, you now have these lunatics. You have the lunatic Democrats, the lunatic Republicans, and now somehow the lunatic Republicans have become the ones that actually occasionally want to defend your privacy and your independence. It really is gross. It's all so remarkably disgusting. They're like, we hate gay people, but we'll defend your right to privacy. Well, I'm not sure what to do with that. So Donald Trump told his minions to kill the FISA bill, and so far it's been stopped. They have to reauthorize this in order for the government to continue to spy on people the way they've been spying on average citizens. Deep within the documents from the Government Accountability Office, which writes these reports, which are often, they have a lot of accurate stuff in them. But the thing is, most people don't look at them. Nothing's ever done about them. There's no accountability for them. I brought to you several years ago the fact that it was in a footnote of one of these government accountability reports that there'd been 100,000 whistleblower complaints in the Pentagon in like a 5-year period. Nearly 100,000. And the reason it was in the footnote was because they were saying, oh, but 1% of them we decided weren't worth looking into. And they were proudly saying, we didn't look into almost any of them because they didn't really matter. But in that brag, they're admitting that there were 100,000 almost whistleblower complaints at the Pentagon. And these were the whistleblowers who did not go to the media, right? They went to the normal channels, which then toss out almost all of them. And then the 1% or less than 1% that they actually investigate, they throw those out as well. Here is inside the Government Accountability Report. And this is, by the way, I'm at a government website. So this is not just somebody saying this. This is their actual internal report, intelligence.gov. It says, based on the OIA's audit and the NSD's follow-on examination, the government reported in excess of 278,000 non-compliant, that means illegal, that means violating law, non-compliant FBI queries of raw FISA-acquired information. So basically, in 1 year, I believe it was 2022, the FBI, and they're doing the same now, obviously, they haven't changed their practices, the FBI violated citizens' rights by spying on them without FISA approval nearly 280,000 times. In 1 year. Notice of compliance incidents regarding the FBI's querying of raw FISA acquired information, including information acquired pursuant to Section 702. With regard to the queries of 702 information, particularly, the court notes the volume of non-compliant batch queries. So then it gives some examples with the names redacted, but this helps you see what exactly is the type of thing they're doing illegally. 3 queries were run by two FBI agents, of which related to predicated drug trafficking investigations, and the third of which originated from blank. There was no specific factual basis to believe foreign intelligence information or evidence of a crime would be retrieved. So this means the FBI is surveilling people illegally, claiming that, oh, it's connected to foreign intelligence. That's the only time they're allowed to view somebody's data, go violate the privacy and view their data, is if they go, oh, well, it's a foreign intelligence information gathering where we think they're dealing with foreign governments, etc. So we are going to, and in this example, which I'm sure is indicative of many of these examples, they had no reason to believe it had anything to do with foreign intelligence. They just want to spy on people. Here's another one. 122 queries were run by blank using telephone numbers. So they're looking at phone data collected through a legal process in a predicated domestic terrorism investigation, which NSD assessed to be not reasonably likely to return foreign intelligence information or evidence of a crime. You know, if you're truly naive about this stuff and you're like, yeah, the FBI is there to keep us safe and they are trying to fight terrorism. Many of the times the FBI is going after quote unquote terrorists. It's like environmental activists. It's like activists creating mutual aid hubs. It's activists trying to stop pipelines or trying to hold up a sign outside a Biden event that calls him Genocide Joe. They consider that, you know, possible terrorism. And so they will surveil people that have nothing to do with terrorism. Unlike Biden does, considering he's backing a genocide. Furthermore, we know from data several years ago that over 95% of all the times the FBI stops or catches or arrests a domestic terrorist or someone plotting domestic terrorism, they either it's utter bullshit and it's not true at all, or they helped create it. They were working with an FBI informant. The FBI informant was talking to the lowly activist who was a little unhinged and a little weird and a little homeless. And he said, you know, what would be a good idea is to plan a bomb plot or something. And whatever it is, the FBI creates these moments where they can get the terrorist. And at least a few years ago, that percentage of everyone they caught was over 90%. I believe it was like 97%. It was like unbelievable that they were involved in almost every single plot they stopped. And my point about it has always been, then you arrest the FBI. They're right there. Get them. You know where they work. They work in your building. You can get them and stop terrorism. That's how you could do it. That's how you could stop all the domestic terrorists. You can get them. But so anyway, this is new information about the fact that it is 278,000 violations just by the FBI. There's no doubt there is equal, if not more, violations by other intelligence agencies like the CIA, NSA. I remember the article from a few years ago where it came out the NSA employees were spying on ex-girlfriends and things. That was NSA, not FBI. This is 278,000 just by the FBI. Not even the other ones. It's just, what a garbage, corrupt system we have. Just unbelievable.